It's the 8th McDonagh Cup final. Kildare in their very first final. For Laois, it's a third final. Richie Hogan gets that ball away downfield towards Jack Sheridan. Sheridan angling himself well, and that's a beautiful score by Jack Sheridan, and that's the opening point of the match, and Kildare have taken the lead.
Yeah, watch the pace of Sheridan here as well, like, you know, breaks onto the ball. Have they changed the team, Laois, to deal with that half-forward line pace that Kildare have?
Darragh Melville trying to get it again, the number 13 there, waiting for it to come out is Cathal Dowling. He's the full forward, taken instead by Aidan Corby. Aidan Corby gets it nicely down here, beautifully down as far as Mark Dowling, dispossessed well by Cian Boran, and Boran sends Kildare back into the attack once again, all the way upfield towards David Qualter. Qualter unable to hold on to it, however, ball on the line, and the linesman on this near side with his flag raised. The two line umpires today, Chris Mooney from Dublin and Niall Malone, are from Clare.
But both defences on top so far, some really tigerish defending.
Jack Sheridan got that point earlier on across there towards Cathal Dowling, trying to keep it. Then it goes as far as James Burke, and Burke lets it off his stick and puts it over the bar. And the Naas man gets his first point of this final, and Kildare lead by 2 points to 1.
Kildare lead by 2 points to 1, and again, they just look dangerous every time the ball goes inside.
Paddy McKenna trying to drive that one down, but won instead by Lee Clear. There's no stopping Clear, and then in the end the ball was intercepted by Jack Sheridan, went back, won it, looks up. It's a very good ball to a two-man inside forward line. In there it goes towards Qualter. That's David Qualter trying to make an angle for himself from outside the 45-metre line, way up into the air, and the man on the left, the umpire says to the man on the right, wave the white flag, and a very good point scored by David Qualter.
Yeah, and David's been around a few years now, but a super score off his left-hand side.
Laois have it again from the Kildare puck out, and they're once again laying siege. Down it goes once more, intended there for Ben Conroy. Conroy wins it up against Richie Hogan, the number 2 of Kildare. Going forward now with some purpose, shortening the grip on the stick and firing it over the crossbar. That's a very neat score there, scored by Ben Conroy, and the teams are level now for the third time. Cathal Dowling succeeds the great Enda Rowland as goalkeeper for Laois, and they keep it moving and try to get it away to David Dooley, operating in the middle of the park with Fiacre C. Fennell. Fouled that time by James Burke. Free coming up, which will be taken by Paddy Bursell. 5 points against Offaly last year. Like he's going to leave it for Podge Delaney to take. Man from the Harps, given his debut in 2019 by Eddie Brennan. The year they won the McDonagh Cup. And also, of course, had a great victory over Dublin in the quarterfinals of the All-Ireland Series that year. Delaney, way up into the air. Now, has it got the necessary accuracy? I think it has. Another fine point by Podge Delaney. He's an absolute master, and he levels the game once again. Paddy Purcell, an experienced man able to lift this team all the way down beautifully, collected here by Ben Conroy. He was away last year, unable to play in the final. He's stamping a bit of authority on it now with his second point, and it's only their second score from play. And it goes once again, this time towards David Dooley, held on to here by Paddy Purcell with some difficulty on his hands and knees, able to get it into the middle, however. And then it is driven away down by Lee Clear, and Lee Clear clears the crossbar this time with a fabulous point. The 28-year-old puts it over and puts the teams level for the 5th time.
Yeah, super score by Clear. He would have been a big part of that team with Eddie as well, you know, when they were there, has been kind of blighted with injuries, but a super score from distance.
Once more it is Kildare, however, who take this ball forward. Jerry Keegan, that goal to go in, and that is a fabulous point by Keegan from Selbridge, the 31-year-old with his 18th point of this year's McDonagh Cup campaign, and Kildare go back in front again by 8 points to 7. Fiacre Fennell, and Fennell slips it away out to the right-hand side, out towards Mossy Keys, being marked over there by Cian Boran. Boran certainly has a height advantage in that respect. Gets the ball, looks up, sees the movement of Simon Lacey once again. This is the second time he's got forward in the last 5 minutes, and Lacey this time hits the shot with accuracy up and over the bar. His 3rd point of this year's McDonagh, and Kildare lead Laois by 2 points, 9 points to 7. I think the big wonder beforehand was whether or not Kildare would be able to match whatever intensity Laois were going to bring. I mean, the surprise element went when they beat Laois by 11 points on their home patch, but right now it's Laois coming back, and Laois getting another score, and that time it's taken here by James Keys. So 10 points to 9. Level pegging at the start of the second half, 11 points apiece. The teams were level 7 times in all during the first half, and straight away it's Paddy Purcell breaking through the heart of the Kildare defence. Still Purcell got the shot away, and it trickles in and it's got over the line with the very first attack. It may well have been Ben Conroy who got the final touch to it. Laois don't care. The run was made by Paddy Purcell. He was not stopped this time. Here he goes right through the centre. Goalkeeper in difficulty. And there was Ben Conroy, I think, just to apply the finish and to make it 1-11 to 11 points.
Down the centre, back of the net, and it doesn't matter who got the final touch, they're 3 points up.
Richie Hogan sweeping it out towards top of the right this time, out towards Coulter, hoping to get the better there of Diarmuid Conroy. It's a very sticky corner back, very difficult to get the better of. Ball eventually does come out, and it's to Darragh Melville, and then it spools loose to Colin McCabe, and McCabe, great save. Here's a goal chance. Oh, another one. Jack Sheridan had the chance. They'll get something out of it maybe with Melville. Dear oh dear, the referee's going to bring it back anyway. What a double save that was. Brilliant. Absolutely marvellous.
That's incredible, Jerry. You can put that up on any wall in regards to goalkeepers, what you expect from your keeper. And look, Laois were really this year, you know, the loss of Enda, but young Cathal Dunn there, like, what an incredible second save especially.
I don't know how he did that. Absolutely impossible, but it was brilliant. David Coulter anyway with the resultant free. The referee had Kildare on an advantage, couldn't get the goal, but they'll get a point out of it thanks to Coulter. First of the second half, that's his 8th in all. So now, following that goal they conceded, they finally, after 4 attacks, got a point on the board. 2 between them.
A big puck out to win here now, like the lads out the field need to be aware that he's put his body on the line inside now to keep that goal out.
Batted down well by the Kildare players. On for Jack Sheridan. He had one of the goal attempts, and he's got a point now. All of a sudden, it isn't Laois who've taken control of the game, it's Kildare who fired back, and they're hitting Laois with everything that they've got. Rian Boran, helped by his brother Cian. Well, down goes Simon Lacey. Not sure what happened to him there, but he's on his hands and knees, back on his feet now again. Dan O'Mara has it for Kildare, and they launch the next attack. Downfield once more, down to Melville. Darragh Melville slipping it inside. Oh, an attempted cut out by Hutchville, doesn't work out, and the shot is by Jack Sheridan, and it's got over the bar. There might have been a goal there. Podge Delaney couldn't cut it out, and Laois were in difficulty.
Yeah, that vision inside just to see the extra man. It all came down here, like you show a clip to any team during the week about work rate and tackling, and more than anything else, discipline, strong, aggressive tackling, ball fired inside. And you know, he had probably had a chance to have a look as well, Jeremy, maybe inside, because there was nobody in there except just him and the keeper.
They're level for the 9th time. Kildare go again, and it's Paul Dolan this time. Dolan from a huge distance out gets a point. His 5th in this year's McDonagh Cup. Well, that's brilliantly done. He was one of 10 scorers for Kildare in last year's Christy Ring Cup final. He's got a point here to put Kildare back in front once more.
Kildare on top, Ger.
Down it comes at the other end. That is Jerry Keegan. He's slick, he's clever, an experienced man who gets his 2nd point of this cup final at Croke Park. 18 points to 113. Kildare ahead again by 2. Right now James Keys is making progress for Laois, and he's got a point in each half as well. So 18 points to 114. There's still a point between them.
Laois get the early goal, similar to what Offaly did last year in the start of the second half, but haven't pushed on, but a score to get them back within 1 again.
Here's Paddy Purcell, and that is a lovely one from Paddy Purcell. It's his first of the day. It levels the game for the 10th time. There's about 10 minutes, little over 10 minutes still to go up the 70, and the puck out again goes awry. Diarmuid Conway that time in trouble. Here's a chance, saved by the goalkeeper once more. Brilliantly done, and it's put in the back of the net by the man who's only just come on. Jack Travers has scored a goal for Kildare to make it 121 to 115 with 60 minutes gone.
But what a finish by Travers. Kildare are in the driving seat now, 6 points up.
Just things going astray and awry from a Laois point of view. Podge Delaney steadily placing this one forward here now. Nice one for James Duggan. Duggan with 7 goals in the campaign so far. A point here to start this recovery maybe by James Duggan. That's a good score. 12 minutes since they last scored. So now back to within 6 again. It's won once again at the back there by Laois and by Ryan Mullally. That's a poor clearance. It's intercepted. There was a jersey pull. Here's Sheridan. Jack Sheridan to finish it off.
To win it. What a finish, Ger. What a finish.
Jack Sheridan with his 5th goal of the McDonagh campaign comes in the 66th minute, and now the gap widens, and it's Kildare 2 goals and 22 points. It's Laois 116. What a turn inside here by Sheridan. What a shot, and there was nothing in the world that Cathal Dunn could do about it, and that is a second one for Kildare. It's surely now a winner.
You know, they would have missed, you know, players that weren't available today 100%, but at the same time you have to give all credit here. Like, you want your team to be working like, you know, look at that.
That's Murray's Curtin. That's another one. And they will be playing in next year's Leinster Senior Championship against the Kilkennys and the Galways of Mirish Curtin. Very, very pleased with his work there. Jack Sheridan now got a goal and 3 already here. He's got a goal and 4.
The tail is up now. Jack's tail is up, you know, and on a day like today as well, like when you're 7, 8, 10, 11 points up now, Sheridan will put the balls over the bar.
Dan O'Mara again. The number of times Dan O'Mara and his colleagues at the back have intercepted and won back possession. Jack Travers have got that crucial goal, gets a point to go with the goal he got after 60 minutes. That was nearly 13 minutes ago now, but right now the margin is out to 10 points. It's a very, very healthy, substantial lead for Kildare. There's no doubt about the quality of their performance whatsoever. They won the Christy Ring Cup last year. They've moved up this year, and Kildare have won the second-tier competition. They're on the way up. They are Joe McDonagh Cup winners for 2025. They had a 10-point victory today against Laois, who lose in the final for the 2nd year in a row. This is a team on the way up. Final score, it's Kildare 2 goals and 26 points. Laois 1 goal and 19. So the big moment, GAA President Charlotte Burns presenting the Joe McDonagh Cup. Kildare are the winners. Rian Boran, the captain. Winners for 2025. What a triumph, what a day for the Lilies.
Oh, look, I'm absolutely blown away by this. I have no words. I just can't believe it. It's just unbelievable what that group of players have done. To come back this year, we challenged them and we said, look, this might be possible to get to a final. Some amount of hard work has gone in the background. Half time, we challenged them again. We didn't think our first half was good. And by God, the second half performance, even after giving away a goal straight away, you think, oh no, what's going to happen? But what they did in that second half was unbelievable. And, you know, credit to the players. I'm so happy for them now.